Okay, first of all, I want to show you about section A that I will made it for the employee's salary. So first of all, I will put the header include stdio.h. So I will put in mean void. The reason I put in main void because indicate that the main function will not return any value. So first of all, I will put the data types. So I will declare integer hours, integer number of employee, integer count employee, integer individual, and double rate. The reason I put the double rate because it's a fundamental data type built into the compiler and used to define numeric variable holding numbers with decimal point because we want the data types in a decimal place. So double pay, double total pay. So this is for our data types that we can declare. After this, we put how many hours we want. We will put a number of employers, how much we want for each of individual employer salary. So another one is I will put count employee individual one total is 0 and okay, and I will put output function print f please enter the number of employee and scan f scan f number of employee. Okay, so I will declare the do for the looping and I will make okay I will declare for okay I will let me explain. I put the output function for please enter the number of employee because I will put the 4. That means it will declare how many I want to put the number of employee. So other one is I will declare the output function is print and employee individual and print at the hours and scan F hours. And other one is I want to declare for the output is the rate. So print F the rate which in RM and scan F and rate, and after that I want to multiply that pay must be multiplied by rate. Pay declare hours multiplied by rate and put the output print F the pay is count employee and individual and total pay and okay, the reason I declare for the output this because I want to get that for the each of individual employer the hours and rate will be applied to get the total of how much they work in hours and how much they paid in the rate. So after they hours multiplied by rate they get the total for each employee. So while count employee and number I do for one looping for the last one because I want to get all the total for the each of employee. So all the employees pays are proceed by number of employee and printf total payment made RM total pay. So this is where the final for the all total payment that will be calculated for each of the employees. So copy all this first, and then we will let's see what will happen in a code block. Copy. So let's see. Okay, we put the for employee. Okay, for the hours and rate, for the first employee I will put 8 with 8 hours, and the rating is 4 ringgit 50 cents. Second employee is 9, 4 ringgit 20 cents. Employee 3, 6, with the rate paid by 5 ringgit 70 cents. And employee 4, 7 hours, 4 ringgit 65 cents. So the means the total is all 4 employees paid are processed. That means total payment made are 140. So this is our lab for section A. First of all, I want to show you about my C program for iteration statement. That means I will make for the loop, and first of all I will declare include for the header, include in main void. The reason I put in main void because indicates that the main function will not return any value. So that's why I put. And first of all, I will declare variable data types. So I will declare integer, same hours, integer number of employer, and integer count employees, and integer individual, and double rate, double pay. The reason I put the double because it's a fundamental data type built into the compiler and used to define numeric variables holding numbers with decimal point, because we want to get the data types in decimal. So that's why I declare double. Okay, for last one is double total pay, same like the previous one for do and while iteration statement. I declare. So double pay, double, double total pay, and count employee. individual total total pay is 0. Print. So same as previous also, the output I will put the same. Please enter the number of employee scan F number of employee. So the last previous one we put a 2, so that's why the question asks for the 4 iteration statement. So I use 4 looping, and yeah, 4 declare count employer 0 and count employer a number employer and count employer. So for the output is I use print f print f same as usual, employee individual and this is the output for the hours print f and the hours and print f. So scan f scan f and hours print f print f we put the rate as well, print the rate can F if and rate and will be multiply with hours and rate and F print F the pay is RM is to FP individual total pay total pay and pay. Okay, let me explain why I use this one, declare of for and this. Okay, so for I explain why I put the for in the question also because yes, it's a loop where a control for statement where it could to be execute repeatedly. So that means for loops are typically used when the number of iteration is known before entering the loop. So that's why I put this declare where each of number employee they will appear the hours and as well the rate and they repeat they will multiply by based on time based on the pay that hours and rate so they will get the total pay how much based on that. So I want to declare the last one is print f all all the employees pays are processed number of employee print f total payment made RM 6 F and total pay return 0. So this one I declare for output is here where all each of employee after they get the base hours multiplied by rate and each of employer will be calculate all the total value that they get like 145 ringgit or 140. So let's copy this first we put for employee. This one is 4 ringgit 50 cents. So 9 ringgit 20 cents and 6, 5 ringgit 70 cents and 7, 4 ringgit 60 cents. So this is all the total. All for employees paid are processed. Total payment are 140 ringgit and